We'll see when. Oh no, this is not good. 3 vultures going in here into the expansion base's mineral line here. He's going to pick off a lot of probes if he micros well here. Four vultures here, and he's laying mines everywhere, trying to prevent reinforcements from coming in. He's picked off a good number of probes now. I think maybe like 6 or 7 probes so far. More probes going down here from behind, and you really need to focus on the micro though, because those dragoons are in the mineral lane, and they will be able to kill off the vultures if your vultures just attack them, which they'll naturally do if you don't micro them to attack probes. In any case, Robo facility up for Pusan. More forces coming down for FirebatHero. Looks like he's getting more tanks down there. He's going to be able to siege the gateway here. Now Pusan's in big trouble. I think he might lose his expansion, actually, if he's not careful, and that would be GG. I think a bunker going up for FirebatHero, actually. He's building something in the choke point. FirebatHero is losing his vultures, though. Now only 2 tanks and a supply depot being brought there to block, but these dragoons may be able to push out here, taking heavy casualties. 5 dragoons go down to the sustained tank fire, and now these vultures are once again behind the minerals here. The FirebatHero cleverly is placing supply depots in the choke, unfinished supply depots, in order to protect against frontal push. But now a shuttle coming in, doing a zealot bomb here, but the zealots are taken care of by the vultures, so not a lot of harm there done by Pusan to FirebatHero. And now Pusan can't mine his natural expansion, and he's in huge trouble. FirebatHero is going to be up in minerals very soon, up in resources, and now Pusan going for another drop here, it seems. He's just looking for an opportunity to put a drop in, and these half-finished supply depots are a great wall here against these dragoons coming in quickly. Looks like one of them may be picked off. No, it still hasn't. Gateways are going to go down now. One gateway goes down. Tanks are in range of a lot of the bases here, and this is an advantage to Terran because they can easily siege an enemy base over the ridge here and be quite immune from attack unless there's a good amount of drops. More dragoons coming in here. 3 tanks, 5 dragoons. 5 vultures here, and 3 tanks. He's taken out 2 gateways so far, so really hurting the production that Pusan has. Pusan's loading up 4 zealots, it looks, into his shuttle, so he's going to be going for some serious zealot bombs here. And FirebatHero getting his first expansion as natural. It doesn't look like he has an anti-air here yet. Maybe he'll decide to build some turrets, or perhaps switch to a couple of Goliaths. He's building a barracks because his barracks was destroyed, and looks like an engineering bay is going up, actually right in front of Pusan's base, so he's going to use that to spot and probably to get a turret or 2. Now we'll see what these zealot bombs can do, but there's not that many tanks. There are a couple of tanks clumped there, but FirebatHero has done a good job in placing his vultures right there, killing off those zealots before they're able to damage those tanks very much. I think FirebatHero is taking a firm lead here. He might be able to take down the Nexus, second Nexus, entirely, which would be basically over for. And actually, the Nexus is down for Pusan. Wow, I didn't notice that. The Nexus is down for Pusan. FirebatHero's all over the place here. Pusan's losing zealots left and right. This is a huge trouble for Pusan. I don't know what he can do to come back in this game because he's down to 2 gateways and a robotics facility. Maybe he's going to go for Reavers as the last-ditch attempt here. And FirebatHero pretty soon is going to be able to get down a lot of factories. And now, yes, he is getting his missile turret, so he's going to be building a static defense there around Pusan's base and preventing Pusan from expanding or doing anything here. Once these missile turrets are up, these shuttles will be ineffective in doing these drops. He's still trying to do these zealot drops, but they're not doing anything here because they're dropping in front of vultures and they're just getting creamed at the moment they fall down. Now the missile turret is up. It's going to kill that observers. We're going to fight those observers off, rather. And more tanks coming in here. FirebatHero is just choking the life out of Pusan here. But Pusan does have a robotics support bay, so we'll be expecting some Reavers here pretty soon. These Reavers may be effective against his clumped tanks. We'll have to see how lucky he gets, though, with Reaver shots and whatnot, and where he places those Reavers. 2 robo facilities going up, so he's going for all-in Reavers here, it seems. He really needs to do something about this contain, though, because pretty soon Terran will just have enough to push in and destroy the remainder of his base. The shuttle's still wandering around here, and looks like he's going to go for a drop. Looks like he got his Reaver down. Reaver takes down, gets 1 shot on 4 tanks there. Really impressive by Pusan. And those tanks are severely weakened. And now the Dragoons are coming out. Another Reaver shot goes off, kills off 2 tanks. 3, 4, all 4 tanks are down. Wow, Pusan has broken the contain here. Impressive Reaver play there by Pusan. Now he's destroyed everything in front of his base, and now he's going to take back his natural expansion. He's still behind, but he's doing a great job there breaking out. And now 6 factories going up for FirebatHero, so he's going to be really getting his macro up very quickly. Pusan's got about a dozen Dragoons, but he's got that Reaver in the shuttle, and that was critical there. Very smartly, he dropped a Zealot right before he dropped the Reaver, so the Zealot absorbed the tank hits. The Reaver was able to fire off a Scarab before getting pounded on by those tanks, and to actually run away into the shuttle. And you know, they can do that. They can fire a Scarab if they can get a scare up without dying if the Zealot comes out first. And now a Reaver drop is going to come into the mineral line here of FirebatHero's expansion. We'll see if he decides to actually commit to it. No, he's not. He's still floating around that shuttle though, and I feel that FirebatHero should have put in a turret or more, one or two more turrets in his contain to really stop these drops. And by not doing so, he's allowed Pusan to get back into this game here. And Pusan going for 2 expansions once again, actually, his mineral and his natural expansion. So he knows he's far behind in terms of the resource game, so he needs to expand quickly. And this Shuttle is actually doing a good job of keeping FirebatHero behind in his base. And I felt like Pusan, I felt that FirebatHero maybe should have built some Goliaths at that point, or even a starport and raids, just something to deal with those dropships. And now more SCVs getting killed here. 2 SCVs getting picked off by that shuttle there. Pusan once again cleverly dropping a Zealot before his Reaver, so the auto fire would go onto the Zealot. And now FirebatHero is getting some turrets around his expansion. Pusan's second Nexus is up, so he's going to be able to get more minerals pretty soon. He's looking pretty low on his minerals in his main, actually. And he's got a Citadel of Ajin coming up, so expecting some Templar then, or speed upgraded Zealots at least. Now a bunch of tanks and vultures moving out. 7 tanks, and it looks like a dozen vultures coming out to attack this mineral-only expansion. But Pusan's got 3 shuttles. His double robo bays are really coming to play here, getting mass shuttles. And the shuttles are really going to hurt this this army of FirebatHero, because FirebatHero has no anti-air capabilities. And I feel like that's definitely a mistake. Shuttles are speed upgraded, so they're going to be even more effective against this ground-only force here of FirebatHero. FirebatHero really should just build a couple of Goliaths, or maybe that 1 or 2 rates that that a lot of Terran players now do, because they really hurt the shuttle play a lot. They're able to just intercept shuttles and do a lot of good work against them. And now 3 shuttles coming in here. They're dropping 2 Reavers and 2 Dragoons here. Wow, they're going to take down a whole lot of SCVs. They take down a whole lot of. Let's see if he gets one more shot off. I think he's got like 7 or 8 SCVs at least in those 2 shots. And now he's still in the base. FirebatHero has nothing but vultures here. He doesn't have any tanks. Now he's got tanks coming. But the Reavers are actually going to escape. Almost everything escapes from the base unhurt. Looks like there is a hidden turret there, and it's going to take some damage on those shuttles. Put some damage on the shuttles. Is the shuttle going to die? No, the shuttle doesn't. Oh, the 1 shuttle goes down. Actually, 1 shuttle goes down. Might have some. Might have had some Reavers in there. We don't know. And now looks like FirebatHero is pinned in his base a little bit by all those Dragoons. But we'll see if he manages to get out. I'm not sure what happened to his forward attack force there. It looks like his forward attack force all retreated back to his base just to try to take out those Reavers in his base. So FirebatHero not being able to go on the offensive there, and really he has no choice but to. It looks like Pusan canceled his Nexus as mineral only, and now he's rebuilding it, probably because he was under attack. Citadel of Dune's up. He's still got 2 Reavers actually, so both Reavers surviving. And those Reavers are going to prove critical. They're really they could be the tipping factor in this game in terms of what can be done here. And it looks like actually another barracks being forced up for FirebatHero. FirebatHero finally has some Goliaths out to deal with an air threat, but carelessly losing a couple of units there to the 2 Reavers camped out. And looks like I think they took out a Reaver. Actually, I'm not sure if it got picked up before it was hit or if it died. And it looks like these Dragoons are forced to retreat under the attack of these tanks. And FirebatHero finally getting anti-air. Like I was saying, anti-air is so critical against his shuttles. And now a lot of Dragoons and a lot of Zealots coming in here. Wow, I'm not sure if FirebatHero has enough. But looks like one of those Reaver gets taken out, and looks like there's only 1 shuttle left, so we'll see if this ground force can hold here. All the Zealots look like they're getting killed, but there's not a lot of Vultures left either, and it's all a battle of who has more forces now at this battle, how many Dragoons versus how many tanks, and looks like, I can't even tell, it looks like there's a couple Dragoons more than there are tanks, and Spider-Man hitting the tanks, and yeah, it looks like